Hey, good evening, guys. I got a couple things I want to share with you today. I was really privileged today to be able to share some of these things with John Butcher from New York, who called me and wanted to chat, and I was able to run a couple things by him. He's always excited about the signs of the Lord's coming. He's a great guy with the heart of gold, and I'm really blessed to have him as my very good friend. And I want to let you guys know that I put out an update today about the Bridge of Love home. This is the activities that we have had for the last month, and there's some really neat things in there. Really wonderful testimony from one of the kids. And I do want to ask you to take a look at that, and if you have a chance to send us some help, please do. We are, running an orphanage out of our home. We take care of 7 kids that are not biological kids of ours, and so we're, trusting the Lord for provision each and every day. So if you want to check that update out and do anything you can to help, that would be greatly appreciated. Now, I want to share with you something that I saw in the book of Ezekiel. Now, you guys remember, I already did an update about Ezekiel chapter 40, and right there at the beginning of Ezekiel chapter 40, it says that at the beginning of the year, on the 10th day of the month, Ezekiel received his vision. So, the whole book of Ezekiel, this vision that he had, or this last vision of the millennial temple and the coming city, is connected to NISAN 10 based on the date of the vision. But I saw something else today in chapter 46. Chapter 46 of Ezekiel, starting at verse 16. It says, "Thus says the Lord God, if the prince gives a gift of some of his inheritance to any of his sons, it shall belong to his sons. It is their possession by inheritance. But he gives a gift of some of his inheritance to one of his servants, it shall be his until the year of liberty, after which it shall return to the prince. But his inheritance shall belong to his sons, it shall become theirs. Moreover, the prince shall not take any of the people's inheritance by evicting them from their property. He shall provide an inheritance for his sons from his own property, so that none of my people may be scattered from his property." Okay, so it's talking here about the changing of hands of the inheritance back to the prince and to the prince's sons. And this transfer of power back to the prince takes place in the year of liberty. Now, this is verse 17, it shall be his until the year of liberty. Now, we're used to seeing this as the year of Jubilee, and a year of liberty. Is this the same thing? So I did a word search. I'll leave all these links for you. I did a word search with the two words year and liberty. And look what I found. There's only 2 uses in the whole Bible. Leviticus 25:10 and Ezekiel 46:17. Leviticus 25:10 says, "You shall consecrate the 50th year and proclaim liberty throughout all the land to all of its inhabitants. It shall be a jubilee for you, and each of you shall return to his possession, and each of you shall return to his family." So this is Leviticus 25:10. It confirms here this is talking about the Jubilee year. It shall be a Jubilee for you. Consecrate the 50th year and proclaim liberty. So this is the year of liberty, year of Jubilee. The only other time these two words are used together in the same verse, year of liberty, is Ezekiel 46:17. So make no mistake that the book of Ezekiel and the Millennium Temple is definitely leading us to the transfer of power back to the people of the prince in the year of Jubilee. Ezekiel 46:17. If he gives a gift of some of his inheritance to one of his servants, it shall be his until the year of liberty, after which it shall return to the prince. And his inheritance shall belong to his sons, it shall become theirs. Okay, so God has an inheritance for us prepared. This is an inheritance that has been set aside, and maybe we have lost for many, many years, or maybe we haven't been walking in it, or maybe it was stolen from us, or we have been brought into slavery. But the year of liberty is coming, the year of Jubilee, and the possession will be brought back into the hands of the prince and into the hands of his offspring. So I wanted to just share this with you. This is in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 46. The whole vision of Ezekiel is from 40 to 48. The vision took place on Nisan 10, and the time of the possession will be the year of Jubilee. So we are really locking in here. These details are coming together to show us that we are arriving at the time. We are arriving at the time of our deliverance. So look up, guys. This is March 20th. We're only 8 days away now from the beginning of the Jubilee year. I'm expecting great things from the very beginning of the year. I hope you are too. God bless.